Let's go ahead and start building the database. Last time we used a tool called Airtable to build the database for the fundraising CRM. This time we're using a tool called Softr, SOFTR .io. And Softr is meant to build databases and interfaces or user interfaces on top of the database. Airtable does have that as well to a certain degree. Both tools do offer similar features. There are many differences between the two that we might cover in more detail in future videos. Once you are logged into Softr, to the left side here, you're going to see applications. That's the user interface side of it. And then we have database. We're going to start with the database. Let's go ahead and create a new database. You can use templates. You can import data. When you import data, it's basically going to detect the columns from which it will create those columns in the database. I'm going to start blank because we have our own thing. Notice that it has already created a table for us. We're going to rename this. Let's actually rename the database itself first. So this is going to be our volunteer system. And then the first table we need is the events. So I'm going to name it events. And then let's see what columns we need. We're going to need the name column. Do we need a description? We do need a description. Let's keep this one. And we also need a status. So let's keep this one as well. We're going to look at the data types in other tables. But then I'm going to edit this status because I need it to match the status that we have. If we actually double click on this, we're going to see the values. We have to do, we have in progress and done. These are not the ones that we need. We need different ones. So I'm going to edit this field. And I need this to say planned. I need this one to say start in progress. I'm looking at the data model that we built from last time on another monitor. So feel free to reference it as you build. And then the last one is going to be completed. Feel free to use colors to represent what the word means. So this is the status. We don't need this for now. So these are the three fields. We have a few additional ones to add. I'm going to click add field, and we need to add the start date time, right? So you can search for date and see if there is one called date time. If there is not, then you can go ahead with the date option, and then it would have an option to add time. So show time, yes. And then you can select convert to user time zone, so it detects it automatically. So once you set it once, it gets set according to my time zone, and then if somebody else views that data in a different time zone, it just appears to them in their own time zone. So this is going to be the start date time. And then let's add another one. Show time in their own time zone. And then that's the end date time. We also need two additional fields. These are the portal title and the portal image file. For the title, we're going to select a text. It can be short, it can be long. Let's try short. That's the portal title. And save. And then the last thing is the portal image file, right? This is of data type file. I actually typed the name, but I should not have done this. I should select the data type first, which is a file. Then I'm gonna give it the name portal image file. You can let the field actually preview the file, or you can just get it to just like display the file like this. I'm gonna get it to display a preview, and then let's. I don't want multiple files. I need only one image per event, and then that's pretty much here. All right, let's put in some dummy data. Last time we used a service called Mokaru, right, to get mock data. But this time, let's actually not do that. Let's use AI to give us this dummy data. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is you can export this data. I'm gonna click on the event, left click or right click, and then export to CSV. And then I'm just gonna add it to the desktop here. And then I'm gonna open Claude, and I'll ask it, touch this file. I'll ask it, give me 50 dummy data in this sheet. It would have been helpful to say that this data is meant for an import into Software, so it would actually think about the formatting of the data for the database. Right. Now that it has generated the sheet with data, I don't think I will use the last column. I will need to upload different ones, but for now, let's download this. I'm not sure where it downloaded it. Anyway, let's do an import and then try to find where this was downloaded. I assume in the downloads folder. So this is the one that Claude has generated. It looks fine. All right, and then let's import. Yeah, I expected the portal image file to fail. It needs to be an actual file and not just an extension. Let's delete those 3 rows that don't have any data. And the last thing I need to do is to just pull in some actual images in here. So let's go to Unsplash and just download a couple of images. Just do one to show you, and then I will do the rest after. So I downloaded the image, and then I'm just gonna upload it here. Desktop, and then the image. Right, and that's it. So we have uploaded the image for this one. We can actually click and then hover to the down right side here, and then click and hold, and then drag. This way, you can just copy the same image for the other rows as well. You can click on this, expand in order to see the details of this row in this format. And that's pretty much it for this one.